blue line. Shoot! Score! Jake, what do the coaches got to say about the game tonight?
Well, it's funny you should ask over here, Ken. We are without Davis tonight, head coach Davis Strawisky. He'll be at home taking care of a sick child. Got to give a lot of props to the good parent. Had the chance to speak with assistant coach Aaron Richard, and he had a lot of positives to say. 3-0 to start. I mean, how could you not? He really gave a lot of credit to the younger guys stepping up. Brody Dietz and Carson Strap-on, a couple big names that he mentioned, and he really appreciated the minutes that these young guys could provide. I mean, a staple of this Hudson program is the depth that we can run with.
It's crazy. Right?
Especially in a season like this, it's going to prove more and more vital as we get deeper into it. Exciting to see the Ripper return to the net for some conference action. No injuries to report, and they're just looking to keep things going with a hot start. Over on the right, pardon me, over on the Rice Lake side, they're just looking for a similar start. Now we got to come out fast against a team like Hudson. Good solid win, come back against Hayward in their previous. They're going to look to come out, give us a good run for our money, so we'll see some high-octane action early is my best guess.
I love it. I love it. Thanks for the info. So Hunter Danielson down that right side. Over to the double deuce. Bryce Hamburg drops this one in deep for Sam Ross. Hunter there to support. Hunter again, number 5. Hunter Danielson, one of the seniors on the squad. Hopefully get an interview with him. That's coming up tomorrow. We're gonna do a bunch of interviews, and I'll get those all edited up, and we'll get some the senior interviews during the intermission tonight. We've got Easton Schultz coming up. A little bit of a trip there at the blue line. No harm, no foul on that one. Hudson will change out 1, 2, 3 behind the play. They drop this one in deep into the zone, and Rice Lake will bounce it off that far board.
Got tensions flaring early along the short side boards here. It'll be interesting to see how physical this game can get.
A couple guys giving some shots out.
Oh, a couple words exchanged in the low box, definitely.
Love it. Welcome to the rink, Red. Hey, good to see you. Boom. Number 8, that's Mearsy. He's a Team Wisconsin guy. You look at what Hudson does. They've got some really, really strong players that help complement a strong defense, and their goaltending core is just unbelievable. You've got Meyer, you got Tempering, and then leading the crew right now is Alex Riplinger, number 1.
Yeah, Ken, I was taking a look at the stats before this game, and I was surprised to see low showing from Riplinger thus far. He's usually going to be the lead guy, but how strong?
Oh, Matt Maurer! A little bit of a toe drag there. Works around his guy, goes blocker's side. We'll get the replay queued up here in just 2 seconds.
Matt Maurer, a 5'10", 140 junior, just had that goalie looking a little confused out there. Puts the Raiders up 1-0 early.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cut right on in. The goaltender kind of cheated out to the high side of the crease there, and
left that short side door wide open.
Right? Heidi-ho, neighbor. Number 14 at 15-13.
Oh, like I was mentioning, Coach Aaron was looking for that hot start, and Matt Maurer happy to provide.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's always fun to see, getting a goal on the board quick, and we'll see how the demeanor of Rice Lake changes, or maybe it stays the same. We'll see, but you're going to watch this team. And have you watched any games this year?
I've seen bits and pieces, definitely.
So these guys have a couple lines, and they just kind of keep pouring it on and pouring it on and pouring, and all of a sudden you got a in this case a Rice Lake team that, and who knows what'll happen, but they're just in the zone and they're just gassed, and these guys are changing. You know, the second period is where it really gets interesting, right in front of our bench. Super easy to change, right? So they're like, okay, here we go. Zone time, zone time, zone time.
When you're running 4 lines deep and you got that heavy pressure on constantly, it's tough to combat with.
That's super fun to watch if you are a Hudson fan. I'll tell you, if you're watching in Rice Lake, we are a bit of Hudson fans here. We grew up here. Double news, so Hamburg tries to go 5er. Nice job, shut that one down just outside the line there.
Sweet little move down there by Hamburg. Had Krantz force the wicket shut. Good save to keep that one out.
Hamburg, great to have him back. He was out the last game that we played. You know, this COVID stuff going around, I don't know what happened, if it's a contact or he was working through a whatever, but he was out, and so was, I believe Sam Ross was out too, so it's nice to have those two back. You know, it's just more gunners, right? I mean, welcome back.
The rich get richer, as they say.
Yeah, right? I love it. Over to Hunter Danielson. He's battling on that far side. They do chip it up and out here through the neutral zone. Rice Lake getting a chance to kind of bring it into the Hudson zone. That's Tim, one of their starters, number 7 out there for Rice Lake. They'll send this the length of the ice. We'll get our first icing call. So, Jake, I got to ask, for people that have, and I don't know if I could give you your full resume, but give me the resume from high school hockey, right, where you played here whole career?
Whole career. And that career, while a bit short, did have a few highlights. It was fun. Most of the U16 action is what I was dealing with. But when you got a program as deep as ours, especially the 4 years I was in play, I mean, it's tough to find a spot on those rosters sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And we had plenty of fun in our day. Hung a couple banners up in here as well.
Yeah, love it. Love it. And you have 1 or 2 brothers?
It's just the one.
Just one.
He's
cool.
big enough to make an impact for the both of
us. Oh, yeah, the original big rig.
The OG big rig.
Yep. How's he doing? Where's he at right now?
He's doing real well. Taking a look at the UW lacrosse football team, actually.
Really?
Making a transition back to the gridiron, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in this first spring air.
Wow, Hudson really moving things well. Woohoo! Big pad save there by Gibby's super hot. Hot shot there.
Big old blast from the 6'2" junior. Gibby with a hard rocket. Great stop by Krantz.
Yeah, that Giblin and Dietz combo on the blue line, they're really, really fun to watch. Those guys can wheel and deal. Dietz, great hands, great speed. You see him now deep in the zone, tries to feather one out front. Had number 8, that's Kokendorfer out in the lineup.
I mean, it's good to see the chemistry between a guy that's more established like Gibby in the program and a first-year guy like Dietz.
Yep.
They flow so naturally, just back and forth, one taking the offensive side, a little bit of help over the top, just fun to watch.
Hudson with fresh legs. That's the cannonball himself. Nick Gillick out there, number 16. Rice Lake late in the shift here, but getting a real quick 2-on-1 opportunity, but couldn't quite connect on the pass there. And Giblin will slow things down behind his own net.
It'll be interesting to see. Rice Lake's coach is going to have the head coach out there. Josh Engel was talking to me earlier before the game. That line of Tim, Fensky, and Fitzgerald, they're their top 3 scorers for Rice Lake. And they're going to have to come out hot and produce early if they want to keep up with this 4-line deep Hudson team.
Yeah, I think that's where it gets tricky, right? You got a Hudson squad that they've got 3 lines kind of similar to that one. Yeah, but you never know. I mean, crazy things happen in this game. We've certainly seen that.
The puck could bounce either way at any point in the game. It's going to be fun to watch.
So, Jake, we're going to keep bragging about you a little bit more. Your dad sent me a very nice text. You're a Madison guy?
I am. Before this season, a proud Badger at least.
Yep. Let's just keep it cool on that talk. Let's not go crazy.
A little bit tougher to watch this season, but great experiences down there. Can't speak highly enough about the school. Been doing a little bit of broadcast work down there. Some work with the NAPHL over in Blaine. I'm just happy to be here calling a familiar team.
I love it. Love it. And you have 1 semester left, or you're finishing up your last semester right now?
I will be wrapping up in the spring, so I'm excited to see where the future takes me.
Very nice.
If I can keep calling hockey the rest of my life, I call that a pretty sweet life.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome?
Not too shabby.
I love it, love it. Well, off to a great start here with this Hudson game. Again, 1-0 right now, 11:31 left to go in this first period. Hudson definitely in control thus far. A couple rushes here and there from Rice Lake, but Hudson definitely in the driver's seat. This goes back out to the point. They'll chop that one in. Oh, off the pipe there. Didn't really see that one coming. That was Dietz with the shot from the blue line. He'll go D to D. Nice little move by Gidley. Gets kind of caught up there high in the slot. Hunter Danielson works his man over in the corner. He's got 2 guys on him. Hunter working to get over to that puck. Nice little love tap there in the corner by Hunter. He'll skate off and get a rest. They'll see if they can't keep the cycle going here. Rice Lake trying to get it out. Nice little hit there by Ross. Ross, one of the one of the brothers on the team. Of course, we've got Sam and Harry Ross. And then we also have a goaltender, Braden Meyer, and his brother Brecken Meyer on the squad for Hudson.
Love to see the brother-brother connection as one who's played throughout this program. There's nothing better than sharing the ice with somebody you share a household with.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there's definitely something special about that. I've called many games where it's been 2-on-1 developing right now for Rice Lake. Got a guy cutting in. Nice job. Ripper stays high on the crease there. Fights that one off with his blocker. Great positional save, and great save by A. Ripper.
Not a lot of action early for the A-Ripper, and it's great to see him. He seems locked in, especially without a lot of early season action. Pretty good blocker save to put the draw down low.
So the face-off just to his right. Circle in the zone here. Push that one up along the boards there. That was Reese Richardson on up to number 17 now. Carson Streppen in front. Schillick, oh my goodness, right on the doorstep. Trying to hammer that one home, and I'll tell you what a great save in front.
Hey, there's Strap-on making his presence known early. Sick little move out front. Left Schillick on the doorstep, but once again, Krantz there to slam the wickets shut.
Yeah, Krantz is getting better after that first one. I thought was a little bit like, whoa, shaking the nerves out here or what? But he's gotten a little more seasoned throughout the period here.
That's a shot of juice you need sometimes, though. An early one to kind of put your eyes a little bit wider between those goalposts.
Nice pass. Oh, Mearsey fans on that one in the slot. Trying to go, I think, up high. Got a nice feed there from Kokendorfer. Rice Lake fires this one back into the zone. That's Ben Parent, number 12. He flips that one on up. He'll pick it up. Rice Lake again shoves this one back below the goal line. Hudson off the sideboard here, trying to get it to Cokes.
A little bit tough to find this breakout handle. A couple bouncing pucks have gone the way of the Warriors. Hudson looks to regroup.
Nice move there by Parent. He'll feed that one on up to Cokes. Cokes on in over to Mears. Catches him right in the skates. Oh, Mears picks that one out of nowhere. Nice job, but couldn't find the handle. He'll fire it deep now to Cokes. Cokes looks out front. It's got Maurer. Maurer back out to the point. Giblin, his shot's off the mark by a fair amount.
Warriors seem to be floating somebody out up top, looking to spring a man all alone.
Yeah.
Hanging out there with 7. Their leading goal scorer, Tim, unable to find that puck through.
Interesting to watch that if that develops. Ross floats out front. Hunter behind the net. Bryce Hamburg shot. Oh, just not a lot on that one. Trying to just kind of get that one glove side low, and the goaltender had an eye on that the whole way.
A little bit of a knuckle puck headed towards Krantz's way, but a solid glove stop on him forces the draw down low.
Yeah, that puck, that's just tricky when it gets up on in like that to get a good quality shot off. Good on Bryce to get something on the net, get a face-off in the zone here. Well, the coach getting upset beneath us right now. Ross comes away with us back to the point. Giblin walks over the dot. Giblin shot, oh, trying to go top shelf, can't find it. A nice little shoulder save by the goaltender, Krantz. This one chipped up and out of play, hits the Davis-Druiski Stanley Cup poster at the end of the ice.
And with the pressure this Hudson team can apply, the coach was screaming. They had a man on the short side boards looking for an outlet pass. Just couldn't quite see him, and through a body like Hunter Danielson, it's tough to find any room when you're down below the net.
I know, he's a big old wall down there. When he starts pinching, I mean, there's good
I wouldn't
luck.
want to be looking over my shoulder and seeing.
Right?
See.
So where do you want me, Coach? You want me to go into the corner with that big guy?
Yeah. Nope, we're switching D to D on that.
Can we talk about that between periods? They try to fire that one back out to the point. Nobody home. Dietz will pick this one up. That's 21, Brody Dietz. Waits for his partner to get back. That's Giblin will trail him over in the near corner now. Brody slows things down. Looks on up to Giblin. Giblin cross ice. Tries to hit number 17 for Hudson. That's Carson Streppen, but cannot find the read there. Number 6 for Hudson, that's Reese Richardson out there as well. And then you've got the human cannonball, that's Nick Jillick, number 16.
Well, if this football tape is any indication, Jillick likes to fly around any surface that he's on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I've codenamed the human cannonball. He just fly, he'll go into the corner with anybody. Look at him here, just
Just
full
relentless
steam
with the pressure.
Yep, he's full steam all the time. There's no real off switch with him. They tried to center that one, kind of got tipped up and out of the zone. Hudson will regroup in their own end. That's Ben Parent, number 12. Hudson again slowing things down. Parent takes a little bit of a hit on that far side. They'll turn that one over at least momentarily in the neutral zone. And then nice pinch there by Carter Mears, number 18. Mears, another TW guy. Really, really good hockey player. Fun to watch out there.
There he is again, Tim, number 7 in blue, floating out right at that blue line, but a solid defensive effort by the Raiders forces him off, and they're going to regroup in their own zone.
Well, we'll get our first penalty of the game. It's going to be on Rice Lake, so Hudson looking to get something going here. They slow things down at the blue. Smart play by Maurer. Maurer takes a big old hit. Still no whistle. We'll get a whistle now, and our first power play. The Rice Lake bench kind of excited about that big hit at center ice.
Big Jace Fitzgerald in blue, the 6'1" junior. Make that a sophomore. He put a heavy lick on a man trying to dance across that blue line.
So the top guy, number 7, Adam Tim's going to go for 2 minutes here, and it looks like he's going to get a roughing, I believe. If I read that right over Bob's shoulder.
It'll be an interesting loss. I know he's going to be such a huge piece. I'm sure he fits in quite well on this penalty kill. It's going to be tough for Rice Lake to find a little bit of rest and reprieve on this 2-minute.
Yeah. That shot just off the backboard took a pretty fortuitous bounce there for Hudson and came out just to the left of Chance, and he'll shut that down wisely.
A little bit of a quick whistle as the puck kind of skirted out from underneath Krantz's glove, but I think the referees are going to try to settle this one down before tensions get a little too high.
Hamburg in on the draw. He wins that one cleanly to Hunter Danielson. Brody Dietz looks his man off. Sauce on over to Gibby. Gibby walks in. Oh, they had Bryce for the redirect. They'll regroup out at the point now, far point. That's Brody Dietz. Sent on over to Ross. Ross. Backside had Dietz. That kind of handcuffed him. Back out to Giblin. Shot. Oh, redirect. Hit the glove square on that one. Oh, my goodness. Big chase by Giblin. Nice job getting his stick in there. On over to Dietz. Dietz takes a look. Nicely settles it down. Just a veteran over there. Back over to Dietz. He'll float into the circle. Giblin shot. Oh, a big old howitzer high in the slot. Hunter Danielson right in the front of things. Boy, would you want to be standing in front of that net with these shots coming in. My goodness.
I think I'd be buying a Gibby a dinner after this game. If I could just say, hey, big man, how about you keep that one below my knees?
Right? That puck came out front as Mr. Ross had a good chance at a backhand there, and they'll send this one the length of the ice.
A little solid defensive clap on Rice Lake's side, kind of forced that one out.
We got too many men on the ice, I think is what's called on Hudson. So this will even things up at 4 aside. Yeah, I think that was the call. So Hamburg's going to serve that one. It could have been anybody, but Hamburg will go to the booth or the bench or the sin bin or whatever you want to call it for 2. So 44 seconds left on the penalty for Rice Lake, and then they'll have a power play for a minute and some change. So face off to the left of A. Ripper down to our right. Nice job winning that one cleanly was Mr. Kokendorfer. Mearsy with it now. Mears over the center ice face-off dot. Sees that one trickle off of his stick. Rice Lake pins him on the boards here. They'll give chase back into the zone here. It's number 19, Mason Baker out there for Hudson right now. Baker catches this one in stride. Baker with it over the center ice dot. Baker with it. Nice little backhand. Again, 4-on-4 hockey for another 13 seconds here, and then a power play coming up for Rice Lake. Mears with it, feeds it on across. Baker walks this one back. Fed that one into the skates, unfortunately, of Carter Mears. Could not get anything going.
Got a lot of love shown to the man out front. That's 19, Tristan Schurer. Solid block out front, forced the Raiders to regroup. 5-on-4, we got a minute 6 remaining as the Warriors look to set up their first power play opportunity of this one.
So Tim with it, their leading guy, number 7, Adam Tim, fresh out of the sin bin. looks to get something going. And look at this guy Giblin on the far side. Just not even pinched on the board, just picking it out of the air with his stick.
No fear from the defenseman on the penalty kill.
My goodness. Nice little tip underneath. That's number 17, Carson Strappin. Rice Lake gets a shot off. That one goes wide past the glove of a Ripper. Flung behind the net now. Giblin gets a stick in there. He gets washed out on the play. Brody Dietz back to support. Rice Lake feeds it out to the point. Tim fires this one on over to his helper. Quick shot. That again goes wide. 22 seconds left. And this one's going to go all the way down. It's not quite all the way down, but about to the blue line for the Warriors. So they'll regroup in the Hudson zone now. Hudson with some nice pressure on that far side.
There's no free entries into this zone, especially when you got the human cannonball out there. Nick Gill taking a solid run at Tim, force him off the puck, and the Raiders are going to get to regroup in their own zone.
Yeah, nice work by Mr. Gillick out there. Getting a nice open ice hit here. Clean one on Tim. Like you said, kind of disrupting things there. So 7 seconds left to go in the power play for Rice Lake. Hudson controls this face-off nicely, and that's going to do it. So they're going to come back to full strength right now. In over the line. Nice work by Parent. He fires this one on in late. Oh, sitting in front. It's just waiting to get knocked in the net. And Krantz says, I'll put a glove on that.
Krantz didn't even see that initial shot. It was just kind of sitting out in front of him. He was looking for that rebound. Raiders just couldn't find a handle out front. It seems to be a key element of this game. I feel like the puck's been everywhere you possibly could around that net besides in it.
Yeah, definitely been floating around the net a whole bunch.
Solid glass work by the Warriors, though, has forced these Raiders to really value their chances, especially on this 2-on-1 rush.
2-on-1 coming down. Tim heading towards the net. Nice blocker there. He does not know where that one at. It went straight up in the air. Ripper doing a good job covering the net. Again, nice blocker save. A couple 2-on-1 breaks this period. Just a couple too many for this guy. We'll get another penalty being called here. Looks like a cross check coming up on Giblin, I believe.
Indeed, they're going to get the big number 2 Gibbler. 2:53 remaining in the first. Just about do it on the power play opportunity for the Warriors. Indeed, with the cross check.
So we'll see on the power play here, certainly giving the Warriors a chance to kind of get back into this one. It's only a 1-goal game. It feels like it might be more than that, but it's just 1 goal right now. And Hudson's definitely had the upper hand, but Rice Lake has definitely had their chances. This one fed around to the near side here, back out to the point. That's number 23, feeds that one on over to Adam Tim, their hot hand. He draws a little bit of a crowd, fired on in, looking for a tip with a screen out front. Nice job by the Warriors. Again, controlling things in the zone. Setting things up here is Finsky, number 11, and number 7, Adam. Tried to get that one just over to the left of the goaltender, A. Ripper, Alex Riplinger, and nicely knocked out a play. We had a man without a stick out there, so Hudson remedies that problem and gets their man to the bench with a new stick. So essentially it was a 5-on-3 for a little bit there, but again, Hudson back at it. The Warriors are gonna get called for a rough. Is that what I saw? Well, they're definitely calling a little bit tighter game than I've seen the first 3 games this season.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I'm not the one down there on the ice. I'm just sitting up here in this box observing. But these tensions are getting a little bit feistier than what I had previously imagined this early. They're going to get 11 on that one. Fensky, another top line forward for these Warriors. Going to be about a minute 6 of 4-on-4 action before the Raiders get the chance to close the period on the power play.
So Hudson comes away with this one. Mr. Hamburg sails that one up and over the net, unfortunately. Here comes Sam Ross. Ross sees Hamburg in front. Oh, my goodness. I thought that one might have bounced around and went in underneath the blocker. It did not. Still a 1-goal game here in this line with some nice pressure with the duo of Sam Ross, Bryce Hamburg out there for forwards. Again, 4-on-4 hockey for another 40 seconds here. Rice Lake gets this one out. Nice fire in there by number 17. That's Zach Holmstrom. We'll get a whistle in the Hudson zone this time.
Solid glove save out there by Riplinger, but these chances for the Warriors, while they've been there, the Hudson defense has been solid in forcing their shots out wide, giving Riplinger a lot of time to track and put these to the side.
That's a great point. Great point. Another face-off win. I'll tell you, if we had a statistician up in the booth here, face-offs would be heavy on the Hudson side.
Indeed, they would.
Giblin into the zone here. He's got two guys all over him. Giblin sauces that one right in front. Dietz with it now. Mearsy with an absolute howitzer just above the circle. A little off the mark there.
Had a little bit of room underneath and up on top of that blocker. Just couldn't quite find that short side.
Dietz does a nice job looping this one deep into the zone here. Kokendorfer gives chase underneath. So Hudson 5-on-4 right now for 46 seconds. Matt Maurer
Warriors making a line change. Hudson looking to capitalize quick.
Yep, good call on that. So our opening goal scorer, Mr. Matt Maurer on the ice. Maurer with it now. Maurer looks. Had Mearsy. Oh my goodness! Chance was absolutely out of his net. Giblin tried to sneak one past, but I think it rolled up his stick. I'm not sure what happened there, but just lost the handle on it.
These pucks have been bouncing all over the place as the Hudson Raiders try to make any opportunity happen. Krantz has been making some solid stops, but there's been room to capitalize. Hudson just can't quite find the handle yet.
Oh, just a chip up and over the net here. Giblin will walk around the net. They'll get a quick player change as Mearsy heads on off. Shot into the defender there. That was Dietz. A shot at the end here, so it's a nice period by this Rice Lake squad. I'll give them credit. They came into a hot Hudson house here. Hudson definitely with some opportunities, but I think they played really well. It was great.
They took their chances where they could. It's just not been a lot for either team finding solid opportunities, solid connections out front.
Well, I appreciate you joining us on the River Channel and Raiders streaming. Again, it's a one-goal game. We need to put a quick plug in. So the Blue Line Club is doing it's a
little bit of a fundraiser.
Fundraiser, thank you. Yeah.
It's a quick trip car wash kind of deal. Any quick trip you can find with a car wash in the area, it's going to be a buy 4, get 1 free, a 5 deal. It's going to be pretty slick, honestly. When I get my cars washed out there, Quick Trip usually does the best kind of job.
They do. Quick Trip's definitely one of the go-tos. So if you want to find that, it's on the website, that RaidersStreaming.com. It's on the schedule page at the very top. There's a link that takes you right to the Blue Line Club. You can buy right there. It's super easy. Stick around. Easton Schultz will be on the mic.
I think it honestly has to be in high school when we beat Superior in triple overtime to go to state. Ken on the mic. I think I've watched that about 100 times. I think not just one moment, but after every game we kind of go and talk about kind of how the game went, how I played, and just kind of have the moment after a game, just kind of talk and be real with each other. I think it's pretty special.
That's cool.
Definitely the last year, the Penguins versus the Wild game. The Penguins put up like 7 goals or 8 goals, and I was kind of one of the only people in the rink going nuts for the Penguins. So I think it was kind of fun to watch all the Wild fans around me kind of boo me. So that's got to be the top.
That's awesome. Mighty Ducks, Miracle, Slapshot.
I'm thinking Miracle on Ice. That's just a classic, yeah.
True classic.
Outer Banks probably. Outer Banks is a classic. Yeah, that's a good one. Probably Marshmallow. That's kind of a weird one. I'm probably the only one that says it, but Marshmallow. Yeah, he's got the marsh. Nope, you never see his face. Yep.
But he's like a DJ.
Yeah, he's just basically. He does a couple songs with Juice WRLD and stuff, but basically beats. Chipotle. I mean, that's a classic. Double wrap burrito with chicken and white rice, black beans, cheese, lettuce, just about everything that they got to offer there.
I've had Shades.
Shades.
River or lake?
Lake.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Salt or pepper?
Salt.
Wrister or a straight clapper?
Clap on.
Nice. 5 holes. Well, welcome back to John Gornick Memorial Arena. It's Ken Conan, Jake Danielson, and Jeff Munter. I had it. I was just slow playing it there, Jeff. I didn't want to come right out with it and just be really good at saying your last name. I mean, come on, dude.
What's the suspense?
I know, right? You got to build this thing up a little bit.
There's two of us. There's only one of Jeff. We got to give him the props he deserves.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm going to take a breather this period. Let Jake run the play-by-play.
Happy to be here, Ken. The Raiders got about a second of a power play, so as soon as this draw comes down, we're going to be back to 5-on-5, and it's going to go the way of Tim, pushing it forward, and they're going to have offensive zone chance right away. Tim flying in there against Giblin. A couple of Warriors force Gibby off the puck, and back out comes Tim. Cycles it back down low, looking for a little bit of help. He's got his man, Fensky. Pinched off instead. Solid play by the Raiders, and Danielson battles. Out come the Raiders on the stick of Giblin. Solid cut move, loses it a bit, but down into the offensive zone come the Raiders. A little bit of trickle off the puck. Warriors going to look to regroup, going D to D down below the boards. Instead, controlled by the Raiders, cutting back.
I'll tell you, Sam Ross, he's got more moves than anything over here. You see that kid? He's dangling in a phone book over there. Just number 9, Sammy Ross.
One-man really tango in the phone book, as they say. Phone booth. Raiders coming out 2-on-1. A chance out front, but can't find the handles. Danielson. Instead, Warriors look to control. Fensky battling along, and Danielson presses him in, looking for a little bit of support down there from Ross. Ross controls, swings it across. Nobody out there, but first to collect his Parent. Parent firing it back down. Looking for his D partner, Dietz. Dietz controls around the wall. Got a man down low, pinched off by the Warriors. Little long flip opportunity. Tim battles for it. He's out there alone. Said swings it to Fensky. Can't find any room. Back come the Raiders. Here's Dietz. Dietz looking to find a little bit of room. Raiders getting a bit of a line change right out front, but pinched off quickly by the Warriors defense. Out they come, and in it to collect it is Ben Parent. Up the short side while he goes, poking it out front, but then turned over. Back come the Warriors.
I'll tell you, this is too many called again. This is a great setup for the Hudson squad with this, having their zone right in front of their bench. You'll see these guys start to cycle them.
Absolutely. They're going to be trying to go as many men, keeping the legs fresh as possible. Just a bit of a miscommunication along that wall, and a quick puck coming right towards them forces the too many men. Raiders going back on the PK, and it's going to be 19 in blue. That's Tristan Schuer taking the draw for the Warriors. Looks like he's going to be facing off against Handberg. That's 15:22 remaining in the period. Power play coming for the Warriors. Forced along their boards, Handberg can't find a handle. Warriors forced to regroup. Heavy pressure by Handberg forces the Warriors back into their own zone. And back they come. It's going to be 11 in blue. That one's Fensky. Fensky cycling it up, puts the brakes on, and just dumps it down low for his man to pursuit. Schuer with a man in pursuit. Make that 2. Raiders looking to force him off the puck. Man out front, left all alone. Great defensive play. Absolutely outstanding work by the captain. Ross down low keeps that all alone action out front, but Tim steps back in. Warriors coming on the attack. Only man out there is Handberg. Handberg with just enough wheels. And we got a little bit of extracurriculars going on behind the play. That's Tim. Tim getting it mixed up with Easton Schultz. Little bit of
what happened? I was totally watching Handberg off to the races here.
Handberg was all alone, but we got a little extracurricular putting the whistle on everything. The referees are going to sort this out.
Schultz mixing it up behind the play with the big skill player for them. That's Adam Tim, number 7. Looks like no harm, no foul on either team. They'll just send them back to their benches. But
yeah. Schultz had his lid off for a second. It'll be interesting to see how that happened on the replay. Folks at home, maybe text us in, give us a little support here. But the WWE action was being called from the Rice Lake bench. A little Monday Night Raw.
The Undertaker control. In front of the crease. Wait a minute, that's Hulkster.
Is that Hunter Danielson's music? He enters the fray. Heavy hit put on. Great play. Nick Jillick, the cannonball, forces it back out. Warriors regroup. Up they come along their own bench, and down dump they goes. First man going to be there is 21 Dietz. Dietz battles along the lower side boards. 2 Warriors, a little bit of help puts it back on him. Now Gibby pinches off and looks to clear. Giblin got a little bit of room. Those long strides force it in deep. He's going to take it himself through 2 men. Looking like Mike Alstad of the Buccaneers heyday. Right out front. What a save.
Wow.
Grant slams the door shut.
What a play setting that up Giblin just wrecking through two guys, gets it out front to Mr. Jillick. Jillick right on the doorstep. Nice opportunity. I'll tell you, Chance with a great save there and a bit of a stare down after that play.
I think Krantz has got his swagger back. Solid glove stop, keeps the game at 1-0.
Short-handed opportunity at that, right? I didn't even think about that.
Absolutely. Left all alone out front, but just unable to find the chance of the Raiders. They continue control on the penalty kill. Kept in the zone, that's 18. Great play by Mears to hold it. Warriors can't quite find a handle. Two men battle along, one stick down, and now it's back in control of Rice Lake. Taking a look, looking to go there. Long out front. Great forecheck by the Raiders. Excellent point, Ken.
And forces an icing by the Warriors. But you look at Mears and Cokes down there, just a couple guys kind of being in the right spots, got their sticks in the lanes, making it real tough to break out. And you see what happened. The result was an ice.
When you're on that power play, that pressure, you're just not used to it. But you got Mears and Cokes down there, a couple of wrecking balls. They're going to keep that pressure up and force you to make them miss in order to break it out. Solid play, Kokendorfer holding it down there. 3, 2, and 1 will do it on the penalty for the Raiders full strength with control in their own zone. Stepping right out front, Kokendorfer can't find the lane. Going to be controlled by the Warriors for the second pinch stop by 14 in white. Out to the short side wall, nobody home. Kokendorfer just forced it back down. Rice Lake looking to regroup a little bit. That's 8, Tomish.
Jumping all over again over there. You saw it bouncing like you mentioned earlier.
The resurface didn't seem to quite help. This puck is just going every which way. Neither team able to find a good handle. Good interception by the Raiders. A little bit of a poor neutral zone pass, and down back they go, forcing to regroup. Catches the top of the boards, and out it comes. Raiders now dumping it back down. In pursuit is 14. That's Maurer.
Quick change happening right underneath us right now in Hudson. Oh my goodness.
Burrs.
Almost caught Rice Lake with the breezers on the ground.
Flying into the boy. Tim's going to eat a little bit of extracurricular activity for that. It looked like he just slid right in like he was coming to home plate, right into Riplinger, who seems to be all right.
Well, I'm not a big fan of that maneuver. Not only are you giving the goaltender a bit of an ice bath, but then you act like you got tripped up and fall on him a little bit. I mean, that's shady.
It's physical hockey. It's Big Rivers action. What can you ask for? I don't think Tim's going to be getting away with that one. A really good tip out front. Nearly found the top of the net. Riplinger not quite able to handle that redirection, but harmlessly trickles wide, and out come the Raiders. Raiders on the rush, force it down low, but losing their stick as a Warrior defenseman.
Well, behind the action there, Hamburg's getting lit up by the guy that ultimately slid into the net as he crashes towards the net, getting a little bit of stick action to the backside. And, you know, you called it earlier, Jake. There's definitely like a chippy attitude going on tonight. This game, as it progresses, continues to be quite fun and entertaining to watch and call. It's just, I like that energy by both teams. And Rice Lake's not... definitely thinking, hey, we're 1 goal back. We're right in this game.
Absolutely. They say the 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey, but hey, I'd rather be down 1 than 2. Tim, solid off the draw. Been one of the few bright spots for the centering position of the Warriors. He fires it in, it forces the cover up, swallowed by Riplinger. They're a little offensive zone trial coming for the Warriors. Well, you see, with how big hockey is in this area, there's just so much crossover between multiple sports that a lot of these guys, this isn't the first time they're seeing each other, let alone in the winter.
Yeah, that's a great point. These guys have played each other coming up through the ranks, probably played on each other's teams a couple times too, right? I mean,
absolutely. Probably seen each other on the baseball diamond, on the football field.
You bet.
They're familiar with each other, and they're showing their physicality early and often. The offside warning given as the Warriors are allowed to regroup, but just again, that Raider pressure. Solid move by Reese Richardson, looking for a little help. Down low cycle it comes. Pinched off, go the Warriors and Raiders, and now Reese looking in to support. He's got a man down there, strap on. Richardson out top. He's got Gibby. Gibby fires on, looking back door. Had a chance, but unable to find that redirect. Now Dietz. Dietz firing in again, tipped, and just gloved casually.
Krantz seeing things quite nicely right now. There's a little bit of traffic on that lane, and a nice shot there by Dietz. And again, Krantz, glove save, nice stop. He's getting his position figured out. He's doing the right stuff right now and making it tough to get the puck in the net. Hudson definitely putting an effort in. 11-4 right now, shots on goal.
Absolutely. I feel like from goaltenders I've previously talked to, once you get more and more shots, you kind of just more and more comfortable between the pipes in your own crease. And
sure,
he's certainly showing it off. It's a couple solid saves to keep this game 1-0. Raiders in control down low. Heavy pressure applied by the Warriors, but maintaining a little bit of a tough turnover. Out come the Warriors, dumping in deep. First man going to be there is going to be 19 in white. That's Baker. Bake's looking to go D to D, trickles along the short side wall. Tough battle along. Warriors and Raiders go careening into the short side. In control, the Warriors, that's 19. Tristan Schurer. Bouncing puck, nobody finding a handle, instead just wrapped around by the Warriors once more. First man there once again, Baker. Nobody D to D, he's gonna take it himself off the center. Sheds off a couple of stick checks, tries to go to his winger. Able to find a handle just enough to get it down low, and now in pursuit, Danielson flying off the change. First man forcing the pressure, that's Maurer. And now swinging around come the Warriors. Raiders look to complete their change. Gonna go wide with it, but Dietz solid stop, pinching. Cuts the first man off and forces the Warriors once again to regroup with less numbers.
Well, you talked about what just happened there, kind of floating a guy out in that neutral zone and trying to catch him, and almost getting away with that one. Hunter Danielson goes down. He'll give it right back to him, though. I love it.
These Warriors certainly are afraid to play the physicality game. And when you got a team with the speed and the ability of Hudson like that, it's that physical edge that can kind of keep games close like this. Solid work, but a great tip out front. Just can't quite find the net. Look to catch the stick as Handberg out there.
I'll tell you talk about the physical presence, and it always reminds me of going up to Superior, or them coming down here. Those guys always bring the battle. They're going to crush in the boards. They're going to hit you open ice. They're going to do everything they can because they're not as fast, not as skilled, maybe not as fast, but God, they can lay a pounding down, and you start looking over your shoulder a little bit.
And I'll tell you what, when you go as deep as the Raiders usually do, 3 to 4 lines, the biggest thing that's going to take away from that energy from all 3 lines is constantly absorbing body checks, shift after shift. Out to Tim on the wing, can't find a handle, looking for support. That's Fensky. Fensky pushes it out. Now he's got his man 23, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald can't find the handle, back to Fensky. Tipped and solid play by Handberg to cut that off. In come the Raiders, looking to step on through. Can't find the last handle, but Gibby almost made his own way to the net. Warriors gonna control now, poking it off. Here comes Fensky. Run into by Danielson, and Fensky a little bit slow to get up. Out it comes, and a tip back in come the Raiders. Best of luck to Fensky. Never good to see a man like that. And right out front, they score! Finally!
What a beauty, my goodness. What a bunch of hard work there by that Hudson line.
The Raiders finally had that puck bounce right out in front, and Hunter Danielson, the captain, did not waste any time. That'll be Danielson's 5th goal of the season, added to his 4-goal total.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Giblin, hats off on that shift, unbelievable. He took 3 guys for a ride, came back in. I mean, he set the table there. That was an unbelievable shift for Giblin.
A lot of strong shifts for Giblin so far in this one. He's been firing and buzzing all over the ice. Warriors coaching staff having a conversation about that hit put on Fensky. A little bit shaken up after that play. Not too happy about it. It'll be interesting to see how the bodies keep banging after this. 2-goal lead for the Raiders.
Well, that was a no-joke hit going on down here when our big rig Hunter Danielson gets up into you. He's gonna another football player plays fullback. I mean, this guy can lay a hit.
He knows how to put that head down and put a shoulder into you for sure. Raiders win the draw. 16 coming down. Jillick flying into the low corner, looking for some support. Pinched off. 2 Warriors coming after him. They control. Out come the Warriors, just taking it himself as 16 in blue. That one is Ewert. Ewert can't quite find the handle. Pinched off by the defense of the Raiders, and back come the team in white. Flying in, here comes 6, Reese Richardson, right out front. Nobody home. The juicy rebound left out front by Krantz, but nobody was in a country mile of that one as it's fluttered harmlessly off his stick as the Raiders reset. A lot of good rebound opportunities early on in the second period.
This line came out with just turbos lit, all of them. My goodness, Strapping out there, Jillick out there, and they are just flying.
Absolutely.
And Reese Richardson, these guys just coming off the bench, just go mode.
A little bit juiced up after that last goal.
Yeah.
Looking to keep the energy going. Draw initially won by the Warriors, but forced back to the Raiders before Team in blue forces it out. Now dump back down, solid keep by Strap-on. And that'll be covered up by Krantz once more. Shot advantage 16-4 now in favor of the Raiders. But that's not to knock on the Warriors' opportunities. They've been solid. A couple 2-on-1 rushes. Yep. That floating man, it seems that the Raiders are dropping a secondary defenseman back there. It kind of limits the opportunities in the offensive zone.
Boy, that one jumping all around just to the right of the goaltender, Krantz.
Scramble out front. Looking for a little bit of retribution on that last hit from Danielson.
Yeah, they know what number hit their guy. It was number 5, and giving a lot of bit after the whistle. I'm a little surprised that the refs, as tight as they called it early on, didn't maybe have an arm up on that one.
They seem pretty comfortable to let the extracurriculars go as long as it doesn't get too out of hand.
Yeah.
They're just going to limit it as it impacts the game as it moves. Draw one back by the Raiders. Dietz fires on, caught a bounce out front, but trickles wide. Swinging back around come the Warriors, instead pressured by 9, Ross. Ross looking for help from Danielson, instead Ross down low. Looking out front, but pinched off. These Warriors know how to collapse in front of their man. They'll keep their goalie protected. Gibby can't quite find the handle on the shot, and penalty coming against the Warriors.
Boy, talk about a great cycle being set up by Sam Ross. I mean, he's just doing dipsy doodles behind the net, like, up, here we go, up, going that way, up, going this way, up, sorry about that, going this way. Trying to find the guy. Had Giblin sneaking in from the point here and just kind of handcuffed him on the pass a little bit. Couldn't really get a good shot off.
It's tough to find a lot of room down there, especially as the puck gets lower and lower in the zone. The Warriors, it seems their whole line kind of just slowly boxes and collapses in, regardless of power play, penalty kill, or regular strength. Going to be a 2-minute minor coming against 12 in blue. That's Bryce Brett again. Going to be 2 minutes for a hook with 7:49 remaining in the period. Raiders back on the power play. A lot of room now. Out come the Raiders. Stick goes flying for the Warriors. They're down a man once more. Here's Ross. Ross looking to advance. Going to swing it wide. Got a couple men with him looking to go to his defensive partner. He's got Dietz. Dietz out wide. Looking back door. Can't quite find 22 out front. That's Handberg. Gibby over to Dietz. Dietz fans on the slap shot a bit, and it trickles to the Warriors who look to break it out. Indeed they do. Down the ice it goes. Riplinger going to collect it for his defensive partner, Gibby, who will reset as the Warriors and Raiders both get a change.
Minute 16 to go in the power play for Hudson.
Indeed it is. Here's Dietz stepping in. Firing shot just clips the glove of Krantz. Couldn't quite find the back of the net, but a strong shot by Dietz. Tipped out front. Solid low shot by Gibby. Couldn't quite see who got the stick on that one.
That was
trickles wide once more. Matt Maurer, thank you for the call, Ken. Cycling come the Raiders, swinging it right out front, but unable to slam in the door shut is Krantz. Tipped once more, and wide it goes. Maurer's had a solid stick presence out front, but none of the tips seem to have found the back of the net. Over to Maurer, Maurer short side, slamming the wicket shut is Krantz. And out it comes, a solid opportunity for the Raiders on the power play. Long flip, Rippler going to keep it right back in him. In comes Mears. Mears looking out front, can't find the handle, that's Kokendorfer. Trickling out, catches a stick, and reset come the Raiders in the offensive zone.
What a grade A opportunity there. You saw that nice stop by Krantz. He kicks it out to the right. 2 guys. Hudson's got 2 of them sitting there looking for the backside, just open net, and neither one of them could get on her. Great opportunity on the power play.
Draw force forward by the Raiders. Looking right out front, instead going to go out to his D-man. That's Parent. Parent swings it over to Baker. Baker looking for room, back to Parent. Right out front, low shot, rebound opportunity, but cleared out by the Warriors. Parent looking to recollect, solid keep in. Fluttering shot, trickles wide, and we've got Ross over there to collect. Ross back out to Baker. Baker going to step on in, fire down low. Loose puck out front, he scores! That's going to be 22. Bryce Handberg, a goal in his return. Solid low shot by Baker, sets the man up out front, and he buries the rebound opportunity. Power play goal coming, 5:55 remaining in the second period. 3-0 lead for the Raiders.
22 got that one, the double deuce, Bryce Handberg.
Indeed.
Very nice. Got the replay playing right now. Just a really good, strong power play going on. I mean, Hudson very dominant there.
It's tough for Krantz and the defensive core to continuously fight off that kind of pressure. Going to get a quick interference call right off the draw. Didn't quite catch that one, but they're going to get the winger on that. That's going to be Tomesh. Oh, make that a penalty coming against the Raiders. Tomesh was coming to his own bench. There was a goaltender coming out. I guess Riplinger was a little confused on who that draw was on. They're going to get 17 in white for the interference penalty. That's strap on. The sophomore hits the box. Power play opportunity coming, quite vital time for the Warriors. Draw in their own offensive zone.
Hamburg and number 19, Baker.
Baker with the, yes, with the low
apple,
shot coming from Baker. I told you got to buy your defensemen some dinners in order to get those low shots. That's where they create your opportunities.
Gotta love it. Yeah, just a great play by Baker.
Indeed. Warriors coming out front, a little bit of pressure. They're going to go back to their man. That's 23. 23 instead puts the brakes on, fires, went wide. Rippler sprung out and just fed right in between his legs. He just slams the door shut. Solid scramble by Rippler. Came hard off that low boards as the wide shot came right back out front. But number 1 in white was right there to make the stop.
Ripper with a little flash of the splits maneuver there.
Those Friday morning Raider Elite yoga sessions pay off at some point, huh?
I love it.
Looking to push forward was 7 in blue, but unable to find the handle, and now it trickles out. Cut off instead of the opportunity was Hamburg, and now back come the Warriors. On the stick of Fitzgerald. Swung back down, solid dump in, and good clearance by Sammy Ross. Hamburg, the first person in to pursue, forces Krantz to swing it along to Tim. Tim on the far side boards. Hamburg with that solid pressure, just forcing a regroup.
Great forecheck.
Just about every moment. Puck trickled out front. Sammy Ross all alone. Steps on in, goes to the backhand. Can't find the handle, but Krantz is there to meet him. Solid play by 30 in blue as an errant pass just swung right out to a streaking Sam Ross. Another short-handed opportunity as the Raiders don't waste any time.
Talk about grade A opportunities. There's a guy that can bury it, and what a great save by Krantz. He tried to go backhander, I think, late on that blocker side. What a great save.
Tried to get him down and biting, but just couldn't quite find that last second handle. Now the Warriors with a chance to capitalize. Tensky fires, he scores! Sliding along cross, Fensky just throws it far side over the glove of Rippler, and we've got ourselves a 2-goal game. Fensky fired a pretty hard shot right there and just couldn't, maybe catching a screen out front was Rippler.
Well, I think that might be the first goal we've had scored on us this year.
Yeah.
I think.
If my stat sheet is correct, and it usually is.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, what a great run by the goaltending force of Hudson to be that, a handful of games into the year here, and that's the first goal we've had scored on us.
We talked about the opportunities the Warriors have had, but when you hit the penalty box as much as both teams had in this game, it's tough to pitch a clean sheet.
Yeah. Felt like there's a little bit of a screen there, potentially. Ripper definitely playing for a bit of a low shot and just didn't really even see it, I don't think.
Definitely. Bowder comes back, 5-on-5 action resumes, Raiders in control. Firing on his mirror, short side, clips the mask of Krantz, and he'll just swallow that one up in the trapper. Gonna set up a 4:04 remaining in the period draw. Going to come into the right side.
I like that idea by Mears. I mean, sometimes in hockey, it doesn't have to be that pretty 1-on-0. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Pucks on the net, do it all the time, right?
Pucks down low, pucks on the net. I believe there was it sounds cliche, but when you got Coach Aaron Richter preaching it before the game, it matters. Especially with the opportunities on the rebound that the Raiders have had tonight. Just getting the pucks on net, it should be their primary concern at this point.
For sure.
Draw coming controlled, solid win by Kokendorfer. Fired alongside of low boards, but now turnover in the offensive zone, and out come the Warriors. 3-2 calling from the bench of Warriors, but unable to get control. Solid defensive pressure by the Raiders forced them off. Looking to swing it out front, but pinched out by the defense of the Raiders. That's solid play out there by 12 in white. That's Parent again. Parent now in control, being pressured, gonna pinch his man off, throws a body down. But he's battling with 17 in blue. That's Holmstrom. Firing out front, catching the skate. Solid block out there by Kokendorfer. And now Mears with a little head of steam. He's got a man with him, 14. That's Maurer. He's going to go in alone, but losing the handle on it and forcing the penalty to be called. Mears just putting that shoulder down and driving to the net.
Oh, Mears takes a big old slide into the goaltender's home there. They'll have to regroup on our right. 3:20 left to go. 25-6 shots on goal I don't know if that's right for the shots on goal for Riplinger. I think I might have a couple more for them. I'm not sure.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't envy the statistician's position at this point. That's how many chances are just getting battered in down low like that. Very tough to keep track, but solid lead for what they have tracked either way. Now the referee's forced to put that net back on. Looks like it's going to be 17 Strap-on taking the draw, and he'll win it back. Out comes 16 Jillick. Jillick going to step on in, fire down low, caught a shin guard of a Warrior down there. Unable to handle are the Warriors, but it's going to trickle on out. Not going to be going for an ice. First man back is Giblin. Giblin circles around, looking up the short side, doesn't move it. He's going to take it himself. Fires along far side. Great stick play by Jillick, forces it down low, and here come the Raiders. Jillick swings around himself, looking to go a little bit up top. Cuts through a man. He's got some room out front. Looks to find a stick out front, but trickling wide it goes. Now in control is Richardson. Richardson out to Giblin, back to Richardson. Richardson doing a little dancing alongside. A lot of extracurriculars out front. Trickling puck out front. Solid shot. Gibby 2. Pads saves Krantz. Raiders sniffing out those rebounds, but the pads at Krantz said no, sir. Warriors and Raiders battle for the puck. You got Richardson. Richardson going out to Giblin once more. He's going to find some room. Instead swings it over. He's got Dietz. Dietz firing from the far side. Juicy rebound out front. No Raider to find it. And out come the Warriors. What a roll that puck took. As it just kind of angles back, a little Mason Crosby kick style, right to the pads and waiting glove.
Fortuitous roll there, so
Indeed.
the faceoff will be down to our left instead of an icing down to the right.
Warriors were pretty comfortable if that went for an ice, and the bench was calling for it just to get it changed.
Oh, yeah, they were going crazy. Ice, ice, ice! We need you guys off the ice.
It brings out their first line again. Tim waiting the draw. Tied up instead, solid play by Handberg, and out come the Raiders. Danielson battles along with Tomash, forced back in by Handberg, now controlled by the Warriors as they regroup. Handberg with just heavy pressure all game. He looks fresh off the break. Solid shot. And a rebound opportunity for the Raiders. Put on a short side was Danielson, and can't quite find any space for that rebound opportunity was Ross.
That was a nice little crafty play there. Those guys with Danielson getting that quick shot, and then Ross somehow just stick and puck find each other, as always with Ross, and had a nice little shot there.
Absolutely. Line stayed the same. Danielson controls off the draw for the Raiders. Can't find short side room. Going to swing it out. He's got Baker up top. Baker looking over to Parent. Parent down low, right up front. Solid opportunity for Ross, but it caught a stick of a Warrior, it seemed, and went wide. Now Danielson right back out front. Collecting his shot. Puck bouncing just about every which way.
Wow.
Collected down by the Warriors and just sent on out of the zone. Trickling collected by Baker. Baker going to take his time, allowed his forwards to regroup. And back it comes down for the Raiders. Freshman on the ice, that's Kokendorfer. Kokendorfer goes swinging in, looking for support. He's got Ross. Now Kokendorfer right out front. Good shot by Parent, short side, no room. Solid stick stayed by Krantz. Out comes Tim for the Warriors, their leading scorer. He's going to do a little bit, and that's going to get it. Solid sell by Tim out there as the stick went right inside his ribs, caught the glove a little bit. That's sending the Raiders back on the PK.
Super smart play by Tim, right? He was gassed. He hustles down the ice, draws a penalty.
Hey, as soon as you feel that stick start tickling your ribs a little bit, you take that.
Right.
You take those opportunities when you can.
Right. Yeah, just gonna put the arm down on it.
Absolutely.
And look at this Tim guy. He's still, this guy's getting double, triple shifted. I mean, he's out there almost every other shift right now.
I don't envy his position. It's solid work from this first line, especially with how many roles he plays. Power play, penalty kill, first line man. As he wins the draw back, controlled by the Warriors. D to D they go, clapping on, had a lot of room to work with, but just firing it wide and high. Now Tim goes over, he's got his man 11 again, Fensky fires down, mass save, good play, Rippler.
Right off the lid.
Fensky in control, it looked like Rippler had to clear the cobwebs a little bit after that one, but back out it comes Tim. Heavy pressure by Danielson, forces Tim down low, he looks to step in. Right out front at Fensky, back door, couldn't quite get the handle as Rippler had a lot of room left open. Now Tim cycles it back. Down low, 23, unable to get it through is Fitzgerald. Warriors maintain control. Pinch stop by Fitzgerald, but instead controlled, and here it comes.
Mears will draw the penalty there.
Yep, solid pressure to force that puck out by Mears, and just a sliding stick. Appeared to be 19 in blue. That's going to be Tristan Schurer headed to the box. It's going to be 4-on-4 action once more. That was solid pressure by the Warriors offense down there.
You know, this it's a 2-goal game right now, but this feels a lot tighter than a 2-goal game, doesn't it?
Every chance, it seems, for both teams has been right on the doorstep. A lot of shots, and a lot of them have been solid.
Yeah, Krantz, I'll tell you, if not but for him, this could be a wide open game. He's played really well in net.
Speak of the devil, and he will appear. Krantz with a solid glove save right out the draw. That penalty came with 23 seconds remaining in the second period. Once again, going to be against 19, Tristan Schurer of the Warriors. 4-on-4 action will close this period out. Unable to find it through. 15 for the Raiders. It's Schultz. Now down low in control is Strap-on. Strap-on looking to cycle back. Schultz. Schultz goes D to D. He's got Parent. Parent looking out front, but heavy pressure by the Warriors forces him off. Looking to provide support is Ross, but instead dumped down, and that will do it for your second period.
I'll tell you, a gritty, hard-fought second period out there. Both these teams grinding away on the body, wanting to take the W tonight. Hudson with a pair of goals. It was Hunter Danielson and Bryce Hamburg with the goals in this second period. Both these teams hungry tonight. And Rice Lake is not coming into this one thinking, we got to play Hudson. It's an L. They're thinking the W's in store for them potentially the way they're playing.
Absolutely. Been some solid play between both pipes of each goaltending staff, even though 7 shots on the board for the Warriors. Riplinger has been solid. He's been keeping that blocker strong, but when the chances come in, he's usually stood the task.
Yeah, he had to make, in that period, he had to make a couple kind of acrobatic type saves, if you will. One off, straight off his face. Another one, he's doing the splits out there on the left side of the crease. Wow, you can't pay me to do that.
No, absolutely
Hats
not.
off to Ripper. Well, stick around. We've got I'm sure, an exciting third period to come tonight. Join us.
I think it honestly has to be in high school when we beat Superior in triple overtime to go to state. Ken on the mic. I think I've watched that about 100 times. I think not just one moment, but after every game, we kind of go and talk about kind of how the game went, how I played, and just kind of have the moment after a game, just kind of talk and be real with each other. I think that's pretty special.
That's cool.
Definitely the last year, the Penguins versus the Wild game. The Penguins put up like 7 goals or 8 goals, and I was kind of one of the only people in the rink going nuts for the Penguins. So I think it was kind of fun to watch all the Wild fans around me kind of boo me. So that's got to be the top.
That's awesome. Mighty Ducks, Miracle, Slapshot.
I'm thinking Miracle on Ice. That's just a classic, yeah.
True classic.
Outer Banks probably. Outer Banks is a classic. Yeah, that's a good one. Probably Marshmallow. That's kind of a weird one. I'm probably the only one that says it, but Marshmallow. Yeah, he's got the marsh. Nope, you never see his face. Yep.
He's like a DJ.
Yeah, he's just basically. He does a couple songs with Juice WRLD and stuff, but basically beats. Chipotle. I mean, that's a classic. Double wrap burrito with chicken and white rice, black beans, cheese, lettuce, the whole, just about everything that they got to offer there.
I've had shades.
Shades.
River or lake?
Lake.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Salt or pepper?
Salt.
Wrist or a straight clapper?
Clap on.
Nice. 5-hole or top shelf?
Top shelf.
Nice. Well, welcome back to John Gornick Memorial Arena. It's Ken Conan, Jake Danielson, Jeff Mahunt. Munter. I screwed it up already. There you go, Jeff. Congratulations. You screwed me up.
Jeff, you shouldn't have told him that name that other people had misspoken.
I know. That's right. I just called him what he said somebody else goofed up. Oh, Jeff, I appreciate you filming tonight. You're doing an outstanding job. So 3-1 coming into the third here in Hudson. Again, it feels like it's a tighter game than it is right now. I know we've got a 2-goal lead, which is always
dangerous.
Yeah, always a dangerous lead. But this Rice Lake team, they definitely are hungry tonight, looking to get something going. So Giblin will start things off here. It's just to set the stage a little bit. 4-on-4 hockey. Hudson is going to be out of the box first. We've got 36 seconds to go. So 36 seconds to go on the Hudson penalty. That's the Kokendorfer. And then, I don't know the math on it. Basically, there's 33 seconds left on Hudson's penalty, a minute 18 left on the penalty to Rice Lake. That's number 19 for them. That's Schur, I believe.
Tristan Schur, indeed.
So, math was never my major. I don't know if you majored in it or not, how many seconds the difference is there, but...
Ken, there's a reason I'm calling games and not doing stats.
Amen, brother. Wow, what a great save there by Ripper, holding tight to the pipe. Saw that one fly up into his glove, which was just outside the pipe, but I'll tell you, a great positional save there by A. Ripper, and we'll get another icing, this time on Rice Lake.
Well, just as this game is kind of flowing back and forth, in this neutral zone especially, you see the little ticks, a little extra bump of the body, and then an answer by Mears. Especially speaking, it was Mears and Fensky. Fensky gave a little bump, and Mears came by, tapped his stick, just kind of letting everybody know where each other's at.
A little bit of love going on out there.
Oh, absolutely. The spirit of competition, as you'd say.
I love it. Another penalty coming up right now. This one's going to be on Rice Lake, it looks like. Giblin with it, over to Ross. Ross tees this one back up to Giblin. Quick shot, oh, Giblin top shelf! Ha-ha, the sniper!
Giblin with an absolute rocket from the top board. Nobody, Screen and Krantz had a clear look at it. Gibby just beat him with that speed.
Nice pass back to Ross, back to Giblin. Giblin, high slot, just lets a absolutely spot on wrist shot fly. Make it 4 of them.
Oh, it's beautiful. Love to see it, too, especially as 5-on-4 action is about a hit for the Warriors. It's a good bump for the Raiders as this period starts. Got a second remaining on that penalty for the Raiders.
So they had a penalty upcoming to Rice Lake, obviously, right?
Right.
And so we're going to see 2 minutes put on there, or, yeah. We'll get it figured out with the booth. So that goal would take 1 penalty off, I believe.
Right, I'm just confused on how that works out. And like I said, I'm calling this game so I can see what happens and report it back to you. I'm going to let this booth squad figure it out. They've done a great job all night.
Amen to that. We'll lean on Bob and the crew. Bob, again, welcome back. We've been missing you up here in the booth. Bob's one of our old school announcers. He's been on the PA mic for 6 years, and he does a tremendous job. That opening lineup, there's just nobody like him in the business. It kind of gives me chills a little bit to have him back in the booth.
I tell you what, watching Bob, he's been in there since at least I've been my 4 years now at high school. Nothing better than hearing the nicknames, the energy. It gets the whole crowd fired up.
Yeah, it's super fun. There's some traditions that I'm just a huge fan of, and having Bob in the booth is one of those traditions here at John Gornick Memorial.
Absolutely.
So again, trying to get things sorted out. The striped shirts beneath us right now are having a bit of a conference here. Looks like initially there's a 2-minute penalty up on Bredinger.
Yeah, but they're pulling Bredigan out of the box. The Warriors are trying to. I don't know if they're going to get somebody else down there. It seems they put 2 minutes initially, so they're going to cancel the penalty that was going to be popping up with the 5-on-4 action coming for the Raiders. But with that delayed call, it might be a fresh 2-minute power play coming up for the Raiders.
I think you're right about that. I think there's going to be a 2-minute power play in addition, because their penalty lagged ours. Ours is about to lapse there.
Correct.
So, I don't know. It always – I remember working an NA game for the Magicians years ago, and it just gets confusing at times. I was doing the score sheet, doing PA work for them, and you start getting a couple bodies in the box, start getting power plays scored, and then other penalties on top, and all of a sudden you're looking at each other like, we actually got to figure this out because it's our job to figure it out, right?
Right.
And that's what they're doing in the booth right now is figuring it out. Yeah, so he's letting them know, and that 30 seconds needs to be up there apparently. And when with a Daktronic scoreboard, when you pull a penalty off, getting it back up there and getting it in the right position, it's
so many moving pieces.
Good luck.
Yeah. I think they're going to clear out that delayed call, so there's not going to be a fresh power play, but they're going to have that extended minute 37, if not 37 seconds of a power play coming for the Raiders. Not a lot of complaints, I'm sure, regardless of how much time is left when you get a free goal on that delayed call.
Yeah, what a beauty by Giblin. I'll tell you, he's been all over tonight. He's played a real – I ran into him pregame and, just talked to him a little bit, seemed real loose, smiling as always, and just ready to go. And he's really come to play tonight. It's been a great game for him. He's had a goal and an assist so far. It seems like he's been in the action a ton. We've mentioned him dragging players down the ice that are climbing all over him like, monkeys getting out of a barrel, and here he comes just bong. So
it's always nice to have a defenseman like Giblin and Dietz for one. I mean, not to discredit any other defenseman in this Raiders squad, but Gibby just a prime example of the ability to flow into the offensive zone, make contributions on the offensive side, and then continue to hold back and not allow anything to get behind him.
Yep, absolutely. So Giblin with it now. He'll drop this one over to the double deuce. Bryce Hamburg feeds that on over to Mr. Dietz. Back to Ross. Ross along the near board here. That kind of squirts off his stick and up and out. You'll notice Rice Lake starting to pressure right now. It's a power play for Hudson, but Rice Lake being down by 3, they need to start taking some chances. Again, Giblin all the way into the zone. Takes a quick hot lap around the opponent's goaltender. Quick shot by Ross, trying to sneak one just by the right kneecap there. Ross back with it. Ross had some great looks tonight. Quick shot. Oh, that one goes up and into the netting as Dietz tried from that far faceoff dot.
Krantz came sprawling across that crease to try to cut off that chance of Dietz. Dietz wasn't left a lot of room up top, tried to fine-tune it into the top corner, just hit upper twine instead, drop coming in the offensive zone for the Raiders.
I really like what they're doing, that east to west movement, trying to catch the goalie, and you gotta move, right? And if you're a goalie, you need to be quick, and Krantz doing a good job kind of getting east to west right there and taking that one out of play. This one all the way down in the Hudson zone here. Hudson with numbers now. They'll come back on out with Mearsey. Mearsey over the blue. He's got Cokes with him. Tries to feed it over to him. They'll all hit the brakes. Back to Ben Parent. Slices this one down low to Mr. Kokendorfer. Matt Maurer saw that one just kind of slide off the stick. Mears, trying to feed Cokes, who had gone back right in front of the slot there. Here's Adams, a nice little floater into the zone here, trying to set up his winger. Adams back with it, number 7, getting a little bit of a rough ride. Adam Tim out there, nice effort by him. Mears catches a long pass. Tries to toe drag around one, had a trailer that was Cokes on it, and that one goes up and out of play.
As the Warriors kind of made that line change, Mears not necessarily lagging, just the last man coming on the defensive help. Turnover was so quick, he just had that quick opportunity, couldn't quite find it. Like I said, the collapse of this Warriors defense has been a really key into keeping this game close. It seems that they're right out in front, squaring up to just about every shot opportunity.
Yeah, fearless group of guys out there getting in front of some of those big time shots that you'll see out of Giblin and Dietz. Those guys both with just some huge cannons for a shot. This one's sent into the far corner now. They'll give chase. That's the cannonball. Nick Gillick, he'll drop this in below the goal line. Kind of bangs off a Rice Lake player or two. Nice little walk there. That's Dietz. Dietz walks around 1-2 players back out to the point. Quick shot. That one gets blocked as it's heading in towards the goal. That was Nick Gillick, number 16, trying to fire that one on in. And Rice Lake will take over possession at least momentarily. Nice job just to flip it back opposite direction there, and Hudson back into the zone here, and Hudson getting some nice zone time, and could be wearing down the Rice Lake squad out there.
Absolutely. It's that heavy pressure where you can't quite get past that neutral zone, but not even need to be too many out front opportunities, but if you keep that pressure up in the offensive zone, it'll wear any team down regardless of how deep you're running.
Rice Lake along the near board now, get into the Hudson zone. Quick shot off the stick of the defender. That was number 12, Ben Parent. Nice stick by him. Good hustle by Hamburg to get into the action, and Parent with a nice tip breaks up the play. Good hustle by Parent out there. Parent, he's got Hunter on his right side. Drop to Hunter. Hunter picked that one up, kind of handcuffed him a little bit. It's caught him in the skates. Hunter back with it now. Way to stay with it. Quick shot. Oh, my goodness. Sam Ross fires that one just up and over the cage there.
Had that short side top corner, just couldn't quite fine-tune it enough. A solid opportunity for the Raiders regardless.
Yeah, great air there. That's Sam Ross. He is a sniper. He can find those little spots there. Hunter comes away with this one, just banging around down below. Hunter will get on this one again as it goes, past Sam Ross this time off the top of the dasher. Ross in there chipping away, kept in by Hudson. What a great cycle this time by Hudson. This line is firing on all cylinders. You got a fresh forward out there now. Mears comes into play. And Rice Lake will get this one up and out of the zone. The coach yelling, go deep! And of course, that message did not get relayed to the player with the puck. He's down in a heap on that far side. It's like he took a weird kind of fall into the boards there. Getting back to the bench. Kind of took a stinger, I think, on his hip. Koch shoots. That one goes off a stick.
Yeah, always tough to take a fall like that into the boards. I mean, you can slap as many pads on you as you want. If it seems like the ice always find that gap right along your joint.
Yeah, it was kind of an awkward type legs. Yeah, hitting, yeah.
Seems to be all right alongside the bench. Just going to be taking an extra breather. That was number 10, Tegan Schurer. Oh, brother squad on the Warriors lineup. Haven't heard much from 10, but his older brother, Christian, has had a solid night thus far on the defensive side.
I tell you, I feel like I need to write the time down right now. We're playing full strength for a couple minutes right now, Jake.
Right?
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I'm not used to this many bodies on the ice.
I love it. Nice run there by number 11. He gets just absolutely run off the play there.
Yeah, solid play, Fensky, but Kokendorfer. We were talking about big bodies in the white jerseys. I wouldn't be liking if Kokendorfer was the man lining up next to me, trying to ride me off the puck.
Yeah, Kokendorfer definitely a bit of a pit bull out there. He can wheel. Here comes the cannonball himself. Nick Jillick gets a little bit of a hit. That's no problem. He stops. Look at Jillick wheeling deal. Oh, I was hoping he was going to get that out to Giblin. Giblin says, oh, yeah, I can hit people, too. He drops his man at the blue line.
Jillick just plays with so much fire. It almost draws body contact to him. You're like, God, I just wish this guy would slow down a little bit.
Big hit behind the play by Tim there. It's a little bit late, but they'll let that one roll. The ref's letting them play right now, and the boys are having some fun, lighting each other up. I will say that. Just pushed him down. That was Reese Richardson. Back along the near board here. That one gets chipped out and might have hit the bench there. We'll get a whistle. And
I think that puck caught on a stick of the Warriors bench. It's going to be becoming a neutral zone opportunity, both squads.
Watch Giblin next shift if Tim's on the ice. I wouldn't be too surprised if those guys tussle just a little bit more. Tim with a bit of a late hit on Giblin over here. And two big boys kind of blowing each other up at open ice.
Neither side seems to forget where the hits are coming from. So
oh, yeah.
It'll be fun to watch as this game starts to close out.
Well, we got the top line out there, the starting line. This is the Hamburg, Hunter Danielson, and Sam Ross line out there. Rice Lake tries to feed this one up the near side here. Ben Parent does a good job to get to that puck. Bit really, of a horse race on that one.
Really nice hustle by Parent. Almost had a 2-on-1, 2-on-0 opportunity, but 12 and White cut that one off quite nicely.
Nice shot there by Hamburg. Sees that rebound pop all the way out. High circle there. Hunter Danielson getting into the mix as always on that far side. Nice job by Parent keeping that one alive. Ross, boy, what great hands. Just kind of settles that puck down, finds the man on the back side. That's Ben Parent. Parent looking for something there. Tried to find the double deuce Hamburg. Pucks are getting shot, but not all the way into the goaltender quite yet. Sam Ross says, I'll do a quick lap here. Sent out in front, bit of a wraparound type try. Loose on that one. Ben Parent slides on in, tipped along the way. Krantz sees that one, and all sorts of pressure that time for Hudson.
Hamburg reestablished position out front. Nearly had that opportunity, just kind of trickled right to his stick, but a little bit of a tie-up out front. That collapsing style defense of the Warriors really doing a lot of benefits to Krantz. Kind of allow him just to slap the palm down and say, we'll take a breather on that one.
Yeah, let's get some fresh guys off the bench, please. Well, good job there by Hamburg on that shift. It was fun to watch. Quick shot. Oh, Mears had that corner glove side. He did not miss by much. You could tell he was going there. It's funny from this angle up here, Jake. we could see it all day, right? It was like,
absolutely.
Here it comes.
We got the same eye line that he did on that shot. You are not wrong. That was near inches from hitting that top post.
Dietz with it now. Oh, great feed. Just a little out of the reach for Mearsy. Mears gets tripped up on the play just momentarily. They'll try to bat that one down. And here comes Rice Lake. It's a 2-on-2 coming down. Dietz bats that one over to Giblin. Mears with it now. He'll feeds that one up to Kokendorfer. Koch smooth over the blue line here. He's got Giblin flying on in. Giblin tries to lay a drop pass out there. Maurer now out to the point, being covered by Mearsy.
Oh, you got that matchup you were looking for. There's Gibby's talking to Tim right now. The boys exchanging a few pleasantries out front.
Just see him give Krantz the head tap like, okay,
I'm coming back, don't you worry. You'll see me again.
Oh, Gibby, he's all smiles out there. Look at that kid.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Ref's taking a quick pause here. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Raiders either way.
Nice face-off win again by Hudson. They have been all over that. Carson Strappin with that win, number 17. Carson's had a nice game out there tonight, no doubt. Easton Schultz bats this one along the near side here. They keep it in their zone nicely.
I think some of the first action was solid keep right there. That's a little Harrison Ross, the younger brother of Sammy.
That's right.
It's good to see the bit of the fourth liner guys get some breasts out there.
That's right. A little bit of a scramble here in the neutral zone. Each team trying to get possession of it. Rice Lake comes away with it. They got their big gun Tim out there, number 7. Tipped past him nicely here, and Hudson tries to get this one up and out. Unable to do it there. Nice pinch along that far side. Going down, still gets that one deep. Nice job.
Right up front.
Ripper, he gets a hold of that one, and oh boy, here we go. Let the fun begin.
Mama, the boys are at it again.
Well, about 7.5 to go, and I don't know if that's a new dance move or what we're learning out there. Maybe a little bit of WWE.
It seemed like Tim was giving a few extra love taps to Rippler down there. Not appreciated by Ben Parent, only at 5'9", $160. Junior ready to get into it. And they're going to get him. Second man seems always gets caught, huh, Ken?
Oh, yeah. So Parent being the second man, he'll go for a rough. Put 2 minutes on the board. Rice Lake trying to figure out who they want out there for their power play. Get a timeout. Timeout called by Rice Lake. What do you think? Pull the goalie?
7 minutes might be a little early. If they got Patrick Waugh behind that net, I don't think they do. But
I love that you know that Waugh does that.
Oh, God.
Because not many people know Waugh. That's his maneuver.
Oh, I feel like he kind of pioneered at least this modern era where he's like, why do I got to wait until there's a minute left to try to set something up? We're down by 2. Might as well 3 minutes left.
Right?
Get as many guys out there as possible, eh?
Yeah, give her a go, right?
Right.
And I love that mentality came from a goalie, right? An old school guy. He's playing in the net. He's probably grinded on that theory and thought for a long time. He's like, hey, I'm coach now. I'm doing it. Oh, wow, I love it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, he was a beaut to watch back in the day. He played on the Avalanche for a really long time. I think that's the only place I've really known Waugh to have played.
I know he got a few. He started his career at least up in Montreal, but there was There was one distinct game where I believe 7 goals got put in on him in one.
Boy.
Yeah, they just kept him out there. No goaltending change.
Wow.
Yeah, and he came to the bench, and if I do remember the quote, he said, "I'm done in Montreal," and walked to the locker room.
Wow.
Yeah, so the fire's always been there for good old Patty. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think you can kind of see why it'll benefit the goalies. There's no need to be out there for much longer if you're already down.
That's right. That's interesting. I love the old school stories.
Absolutely. Game's so deep, you can find them just about anywhere.
Gotta love it. So a big power play coming up here, and we got 7.5 to go. Rice Lake gets one in here. That's definitely would breathe some life into their game right now, being down by 3. Tim in on the draw for Rice Lake. He'll face off against what was going to be Mr. Hamburg. Now is Mr. Ross. Number 9 for Hudson.
One of those penalties that you kind of, as a coach, you just maybe accept a little bit more than the others. If anybody's tapping at your goalie, especially as a defenseman, I think you got the green light to go out there and defend them.
A little bit. Look at the forecheck by Hamburg. That's got to be a penalty there. Nope, nothing called. So all that work, but a great job. Face-off coming up in the zone here.
I think Fensky got his stick mixed up in the skates a little bit.
He did.
He gave it a quick clap on the ice. I think he thought something was coming against him as well.
Yep, I was looking for either of the orange bands to be in the air, but nothing doing. It's all right. We'll let them play. So power play still for the Rice Lake Warriors. 1:35 to go in their power play. Trying to get it set up and just really not that smooth in the breakout. They definitely getting frustrated by Hudson as they try to get into the zone. They do get it in. Backside had a guy there sliding through. That was Hamburg. Nice job. Wow, what a tip. What a shot. Tim lets one fly. I think it got tipped right over the blocker there of Mr. Riplinger, and it's a great shot.
Absolutely. I mean, there's the tips we've been looking for all night. I think it might have caught a couple bodies, maybe a post down there, but Tim with a solid shot to that back door, caught one of his own men, and Rippler had no chance on that. It's tough to say you can ask a goaltender to even try to make.
Yeah, that looked like it hit that right bar, the way it bounced once it got into the net. So a 2-goal game here with 6:45 to go. A big power play goal by Rice Lake. See if they can get some momentum going and maybe tighten this thing up.
They seem to have been playing their best hockey of the game right after that first goal that came in the second period. So it'll be interesting to see how they close out. Obviously, you mentioned Tim, Fensky, Fitzgerald, 7-11 and 23. They've been seeing a lot of minutes for this Warriors squad.
Yeah, at some point that kind of can, obviously it can wear on you. It can add up, and, those guys can only go so far. Here comes Maurer with Mears. Tries to find Mearsy in front. Nice save there by Krantz. He'll just slide that over to his right. Mears with it now. Mears takes a look. Stick save. That one gets cleared over to that left of the goaltender. Dietz walks out. Dietz still with it. Getting mugged out there. Mears covering for him. Mears shoots into the defender. Nice job by Hudson to just get that one through the neutral zone and back deep in the zone. They'll change 1, 2, 3 behind the play.
Great recovery by Baker to prevent that 1-on-0 rush. A solid play by 19 and White.
Rice Lake trying to get this one up and out. They'll settle it down in their zone now. He takes a look up ice. Got a guy right underneath us. They're floating. Of course, that's Tim. Tim with it into the zone. Tim looking to do a toe drag. Can't do it. He goes down in a heap. Giblin misses his man. Over to Tim now in the corner. Nice check there. Nothing too crazy about that one, which is good. You hate to get a crazy check when a guy's got his back turned to you. Tim hustles out to the blue line, or kind of lugs his way out to the blue line, and Hudson will play catch behind the net. Dietz will circle back behind his goaltender and head up ice. Nice pass. Can't get through traffic there. Rice Lake doing a good job hemming it in at least for a little bit, but unable to really get anything going. Tim comes into the zone here. Nice job by Dietz, just right underneath him. Cuts him right off the puck. Great play. It's a little bit of a shove behind the play there. Refs are going to let him go right now. Hudson deep into the zone here. They're going to call an ice, and no, it was going to be a close icing. I couldn't quite see it underneath, but it was close.
Certainly, I think the ref had pretty good eyes on that one. I'll give the man in stripes the benefit of the doubt on that.
Yeah, he certainly had a better angle than I did. They were coming right underneath us here. So 4-2 right now, a 2-goal lead for Hudson. But like I've said all night, it seems just tighter than it has been.
Absolutely.
Whoa, we got a stripes on the ice behind the play. Kind of showing off a new a dance skill, maybe a new move we haven't learned. What's the old ice capades?
Great block out front, Parent.
Oh my goodness, all alone with Alex Riplinger. That was Ewert, and he literally was 1-on-0. What a grade A opportunity for Rice Lake. And
I think as it trickled out there, it might have cut a little bit of an edge because he sent that thing pretty far over the net.
I'll tell you, if you are Ewert, you're going to have a nightmare about that one potentially tonight. That was a goal that would have just sent shockwaves through that bench.
Absolutely. Slapping the blocker down goes Krantz. He's been solid on his covers all night. But this Hudson team just can't seem to find that final bounce consistently. They've had obviously 4 goals on the board. They've found their chances when they've had them, but not a lot of room to work with down there as this Warriors team just collapses in front of the net.
You know, hats off to Rice Lake. The positivity, the energy out of that bench down there is fantastic, and that's a big help for any team that comes to play this Hudson squad. They are Hudson's definitely a team to be reckoned with, and you got to keep that positivity and energy going. And Rice Lake's done a really good job of that all night long.
Absolutely. We mentioned the physical play and the likeliness to Superior, but unlike Superior, it hasn't really consumed the game, if you understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily two teams scrapping alongside a hockey game. It's just physical play throughout.
True.
Not a lot of extracurriculars. I'll give hats off to that style.
Well, Hudson needing to get this one up and out just about the 3-minute mark here, and struggling a little bit on the breakout here, but Mears gets this one up over the blue line. He's got Mr. Maurer with him. Maurer with a bit of a stick check. This one pops up and out. Easton with a nice poke there. Excellent job. That's Strappin who comes in. Carson, number 17. Got some fresh legs out there. The cannonball. There he is, folks. That's Nick Gillick just flying out there. Excuse me, Reese Richardson on that. There's Gillick.
I was gonna say, I thought they had Gillick counting his strides out there the way he pulled off, but with Richardson, I guess it makes a little bit more sense that he didn't go right through the man.
I know. I was like 6'6". Oh, that's not him. Gillick fires this one cross ice. Nice job to get a bit of a reprieve there. And here he is again. Great hustle out there. Richardson really doing a good job coming off the bench and just flying around out there. Love the energy. Here he is again, getting his nose in along the board. Nick Gillick trying to walk that one out in front. Gillick with some great hustle. This line coming out, giving them a breather to some of the other guys. That one up, almost off a banner. Here comes Hudson. Hunter Danielson in over the blue line. Hunter shot. Woo! Bar down. Woo!
Hunter Danielson just pulled the sniper out on that one, said no need for the sidearm, I'm going top cheese. Goodness gracious, the captain absolutely laced that one into the upper corner.
That was an unbelievable shot by Hunter Danielson, number 5. Taga, you mentioned it. That was a snipe if I've ever seen one. Hunter just in over the blue line, right at the face-off dot, lets her fly. Oh, wow.
Apologies to any eardrums that might have had that volume a little turned up. I was taken aback by the absolute skill in that one. Goodness.
Wow, that was just great. It's fun to see some of these seniors. I mean, they can do some stuff where you're like, wow, that was really awesome.
Assist number 2, Max Giblin. That's Danielson from Giblin.
So Giblin will get the assist on that. Giblin, a big player on the scoreboard tonight, along with Hunter. Hunter's netting his second goal tonight. Giblin with a goal and a couple assists on the night. Good to see those guys on the board as always.
Giblin's got a team leading 9 assists on the season with those 2 on the night.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's team leading, and it's not really close.
Yeah, Giblin, just a great player out there. So Sam Ross takes a trip as he's hustling through the slot area. Good skating by him as always, and he's just a grinder out there. Ross is one of those, what I like to call kind of a pesky player. He's always buzzing around and in the action. A great skater, great player, great with his hands.
When you keep your feet moving, it's tough to keep that stick out of there sometimes. Oh, great chance out front.
Woo! Little rebound popped out for Mears. He was looking for that one. That one sails to the right of the Ripper.
Showing off a little A.J. Cohen from up there coming out to play that one.
Old school A.J. Cohen, I love it.
Let's go a little older. How about the Anthony Howard? It seemed like he'd rather play as an extra defenseman sometimes.
Oh, man, Howard was one of my faves with that crazy hair he had working. And I'll tell you, that Howard family, they've got a bunch of characters in that family. What a great crew.
Oh, absolutely. And another shout out to Isaac Howard.
Yeah.
His performance, he's putting up quite a few numbers with that national development team. It's been pretty exciting to watch.
Have you watched any of that?
Oh, yes.
You have?
Oh, it's been...
I know in the Junior Olympics, I believe last year, he had some phenomenal numbers, and I'm happy to hear he's doing the same
He's
right
taking
now.
runs at numbers put up by Phil Kessel, Patrick Kane, Cole Caulfield on that national development squad. It's just really fun to watch, numbers aside.
Pretty special deal having a young athlete like that coming out of, a small town Hudson.
Right.
And getting to the biggest stages, at least at that level. Pretty cool. Well, I'll tell you, this was a great game to call. This all night long, like I've said, it's just felt like a back and forth game. I know Hudson's been relatively in the driver's seat, but I'll tell you, this Rice Lake squad has just kept on thumping and kept coming all night long. It was really exciting game.
Absolutely.
Well, quick rundown of who did what tonight. So right off the gate, we got Matt Maurer with the goal. Then we had Hunter Danielson, Bryce Hamburg, Gibby, and then Hunter Danielson wrapped up on the last one. Just a great game by the Hudson crew, skating all the lines as usual. And again, hats off to Rice Lake. And they had a line out there, that Tim line, and Finsky.
They're going to be something to watch as the season progresses. I mean, I'm not sure if we match up with the game again, and honestly, it'll be playing by ear with how these COVID regulations have gone. But I'm excited to see them match up once more. Hopefully, as a freshman for Tim, we'll see him again.
Right? My gosh, that kid, he's big too.
Absolutely.
Well, nice win again. Winner chicken dinner for this Hudson squad. Another nice one at home. We'll be back in action on Thursday night. And is it Memorial or?
I think it's Memorial.
I think it is Memorial. So, and I kind of hold my breath because anytime we have an Eau Claire team coming to town, you just never know if we're going to get to play them or not. And so hopefully we will have Memorial here Thursday night. Jake and I will be back in the booth. I don't know if Jeff's going to be here or not. We'll see. But we'll be back in action. We'll get a little bit of a pregame going, 6:55-ish on Thursday night. Jake, again, nice job in the booth. It's super fun working with you.
Happy to be here.
Great job, Jeff, on the camera as always. My name's Ken Conan. We'll check you next time on Raider Streaming, the River Channel, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're tuning in. Thanks again. See you next time.